as parents, we're all concerned with what's going to happen to our children when they get a little bit older. Where are they going to live? I'm here to tell you, I didn't even know that the Best Buddies organization has one of their pillars, which is residential living. Here with me today, Ariana Hall, the residential manager at Best Buddies Living. Hi, Ariana. How you doing today?
Hi, Gina. I'm doing great, and you?
I'm good. Thank you for being on the show. You know, I don't know that everyone knows about Best Buddies as an organization. Tell our viewers and listeners a little bit about the organization, the vision, what Best Buddies is all about.
Yeah, so thank you for asking. Best Buddies is a nonprofit organization built about 36 years ago by our founder, Anthony Kennedy Shriver. And it started off as like a friendship group, like a friend club, where persons with disabilities and persons without disabilities just join together for monthly events. And that just snowball affected into a bunch of other amazing pillars that we have today, such as jobs and what I do is independent living, ambassador programs where we build the leadership of our persons with IDD, intellectual and developmental disabilities. So now we have actually 5 pillars, including family support too. So we have a lot of different things going on, but
it sounds like
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
So after almost 40 years, you said you take part in the residential living, which I didn't know Best Buddies even had. And it's right here in Atlanta. What is are these apartments? Are these houses?
Yeah. So the residential living program is fairly new. We have been established for 6 years now, since 2020. And the Atlanta location is only 2.5 years old. So we are thriving in Midtown, Georgia Tech Square, if you're familiar with that area. And yeah, it is an apartment building. So the ideal is that they are located in the center of the city, with access to nearly everything, and then they can work, they can go to school. So my residency does host or have Georgia Tech students, GSU students, and those of the like.
And so what's the criteria in order to be part of the Best Buddies Living?
So our criteria is really just individuals who are open to an integrated living experience. So we're looking for good individuals, kind folks, who, are, how do I say? I suppose just people with good spirits, and who believe in equitable sources, believe in equitable living. And so we don't have like a super high requirement, just that you're a good person and that you're ready for an integrated living process. Yeah.
Are there age ranges for the Best Buddies Living program?
No, at this time, we do not have an age range. So we do ask that our participants are able to care for themselves. But that's about all, just because we're not a medical facility. So we don't have on-hand medical care. But our residents who do need assisted medical care, they do have like DSPs come in, or nutritionists and mental health professionals come into the facility as well to facilitate those things.
I love this. With me today, Ariana Hall. She's the residential manager at Best Buddies Living here in Atlanta. When we get back, we're going to find out a little bit more about the cost and if there's a Best Buddies Living where you live. Stay with me.
Don's Tree Service is awesome.
Love Don's Tree Service. They've come out for a giant oak tree removal, another for some debris removal.
One thing I really appreciated about Don's Tree Service, they come, they take those trees down, and they take everything away.
For a free estimate, call Don's Tree Service, 770-413-TREE, or find them online at donstree.com.
Welcome back to Life with the Spectrum. I'm your host, Gina Cavalli. With me today, Ariana Hall. You are the residential manager at Best Buddies Living. Now, is there a cost involved to students or families to come and have this integrated living experience?
Yes. So we do charge base rent. The rent price is the exact same as any other resident within the apartment building. It does vary by location though. So yeah, so there's no like flat rate of rent, considering like we have a location in Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is just in nature a very expensive location. Yeah, so it's like double the rent in Atlanta, but in Atlanta right now, we're hovering around 1250 for our female residents and for our male identifying residents. And then for our folks with disabilities who would like to have added support from me, that is an additional cost of $1,100 a month.
And let me ask you a question too. How long can people stay in this residential living opportunity with Best Buddies?
Yeah, since we've been up and running for about 6 years, we've noticed that there is a pattern of our friends being ready to graduate around year 4 or 5.
So it's usually, I was going to say, what's a good age to apply for this? But it sounds like you're getting younger folks like right out of high school that need to transition into college and need additional living support. I love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Are the Best Buddies locations typically around colleges then? Best Buddy around the country?
Yes, they are mostly located in college towns where we already have an established Best Buddies college chapter. So the Georgia Tech chapter, I don't think GSU has a chapter just yet, but they are working on it, is what I've heard.
That's great.
So yeah.
And how many Best Buddies living houses are there? Do you know some other locations besides Atlanta and LA?
Oh, yeah. We currently have about 12 online and 5 coming online as of fall this year.
And what are some locations?
Yeah, there's so many. We have 2 in Washington, D.C., 3 in Florida, so Gainesville, Miami, and Boca Raton. Then we have Boston coming online, 2 locations in New York coming online, Center City. So if you guys are interested in that, it'll be great. Clemson, South Carolina, Nashville, Tennessee. I believe Houston, Texas is coming online this year as well.
As a whole, though, with Best Buddies, like say, for instance, I lived in a smaller community, we'll say Colorado Springs, right? So you would think like Denver might have one. Colorado Springs has got lots of different schools and things like that there and colleges. If somebody was interested in like, hey, Best Buddies, can you put one in Colorado Springs? Do they call? Can they, because this is an amazing program.
Yeah, definitely. We do have Best Buddies in Colorado. And what some of the states have started to do is fundraise on behalf of the Living Program in order to establish their own location. So in Florida, the Boca Raton location actually started off as Florida State deciding to make living a component in their Champion of the Year. And they raised over $100,000 to start a living program in Boca Raton, Florida. So if folks are interested in starting a location in Colorado or anywhere else that we don't currently have one, the startup cost is about around $100,000 for a year.
I think this is amazing, and I'm glad that I've learned a little bit more about the Best Buddies program and organization as a whole. How can people find you, Ariana?
If you're interested in connecting, you are more than welcome to email me at arianahall@bestbuddies.org. That's probably the best way to get in touch.
And can people get in touch with you for their particular state, or is there a Best Buddies website that is maybe a little bit better for that too?
Yes. If you're in general just reaching out, bestbuddies.org, everything will be there.
Thank you so much for being on the show, Ariana, and thank you for doing your part in helping a wonderful community that needs a little extra support from time to time.
Thanks for having me, Gina.
With Best Buddies living all over the country, it makes it really easy, not just for your child who's going off to college to have that extra support if they're not ready to live in a typical dorm-like setting, but also if you're a young adult, maybe you've already graduated and you really want to be in the city center, but you need some extra support. Rents are about the same anyway, no matter where you go. So it really pays to look into Best Buddies living. And if they don't have one where you're at, make sure you get on the Best Best Buddy organizational website so you can find out how you can bring one right there to where you live. How about that? So cool. Thanks again for checking into Life with the Spectrum. Like, comment, share, most of all, subscribe. Tell your friends about the show. They can find it as a podcast too on any podcatcher. It's really great. And in the coming months, we've got some incredible people really moving the needle in the world of autism and disabilities right here on Life with the Spectrum. See ya.